A committee was meeting in Ottawa, and the point they were arguing on, which noble Canadian animal will represent our dominion?
Well, the beaver was clearly the favourite, being trailed by the elk and the moose, when a bird-watching member of Parliament suggested the Canada Goose.
Oh, the goose, the goose, the Canada Goose. All pandemonium broke loose. We hope that you're jesting if you are suggesting the country's in need of a goose. The chairman was calling for order and trying to quiet the roar, addressing the offending member. There'll be none of that talk anymore.
For though he's the pride of the nation and a true northern bird, that's a fact, you must realize there's some connotation with a highly indelicate act.
Oh, the goose, the goose, the Canada Goose. Proposing him is no use, for in everyone's mind it's
look out behind
when you mention the Canada Goose. When news of this discrimination reached the Audubon Society, it spread like wildfire across the nation, from Gander across to BC.
Why should one of our natural attractions, the pride of the feathery brood, be linked to the lecherous actions of someone licentious and lewd?
Oh, the goose, the goose, the Canada Goose. We must protest this misuse. Like birds of a feather, we'll sing out together. Don't knock the Canada Goose. This truly Canadian commotion upset all those government men. We'd better make some sort of motion, or we won't be elected again.
There'll be no more remarks about goosing. This practice must certainly end, and very soon we will be choosing some lesser-known feathery friend.
For the goose, the goose, the Canada Goose is above such behavior so loose. And what bird we select for describing this act, it won't be the Canada Goose. So if you should feel something behind you as you start to wriggle and squirm, we'll just say a word to remind you. If you're wondering what is the term to describe this assault on your person, after all of the things that you've heard, just figure out any old version and blame it on any old bird. But the goose, the goose, the Canada Goose, don't heap his name with abuse. For where is the harm if you say it's a ptarmigan? Only an owl would do something so foul. Or maybe the answer's to blame the merganser, or anything for an excuse. But don't blame the Canada Goose. Don't blame the Canada Goose.
Love's what makes the world go round.
Scholars claim that they have found love's the thing that makes this planet whirl.
Love's not an American,
So you can love your fellow man. You may even love your fellow girl.
Nazis seem to thrive on it.
Hippies stay alive on it. Here are some examples that we've heard.
Lassie dotes on Rin Tin Tin.
Goldwater loves Ho Chi Minh. Bertha Kitt's hung up on Lady Bird.
Everybody love your mother, sister, you should love your brother. Psychiatrists say if they'd rather, girls may also love their father. Politicians love the voters,
Walter Ruta loves General Motors. Cassius digs the draft board most of all.
Love can be both hers and his.
Eddie loves Richard and Liz loves Liz. Almost all the world loves Charles de Gaulle.
Take a look and you will see,
Since the dawn of history, there have been affections quite absurd.
Cain loved Abel, more or less.
Al Capone loved Elliot Ness. Washington was keen on George III. Everybody love thy neighbor, capitalists love thy labor. When the strikes are getting chronic, shower them with love platonic.
Love's a many splendored thing.
Love's what makes the birdies sing. Love can bring humanity to hope.
Love can spread from east to west.
Willy Brandt loves Ulbricht best.
And Chairman Mao Zedong adores the Pope.
Isn't all this love exciting? It's no wonder that we're fighting. Makes a fellow contemplate that all we really need is hate.
Love's what makes the world go round. Love's what makes the world go round. Love's what makes the world go round, they say. The flowers that bloom in the spring, tra-la, are contaminated, they say. And though it's a hell of a thing, tra-la, you've got to be joyful and sing, tra-la, for the commies we're keeping away that would like to take over today. And that's why we frown when we hear people scoff, for we know that the H-bomb is holding them off. Uranium fission's protecting the vision of freedom we've cherished so long. So keep up the pace of the megaton race and join in the happy song. Follow, 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 follow.
Our arsenal's very complete. Tra-la, 'twould make an aggressor think twice. But just so they know, we'll repeat. Tra-la, each submarine that's in our fleet, tra-la, is hiding out under the ice with a thermonuclear device.
And we've got an H-bomb inside every plane.
the kind we've been dropping on Greenland and Spain.
So steady, boys, steady, we've got to be ready. The battle must never be lost.
Our nuclear equipment is ready for shipment.
Straight to the Holocaust.
The bomb, the bomb, the bomb, the bomb, the bomb, the bomb, the bomb.
Though some of our critics protest, tra-la, that the struggle can never be won. Get on with the nuclear test, tra-la, the Pentagon knows what is best, tra-la, and playing good soldiers is fun when you don't have to carry a gun.
So here's to the boys in the nuclear force. We know their objectives are peaceful, of course.
We'll never be put on as long as the button can keep all our enemies cowed. And if you survive, you'll be glad you're alive.
Under the mushroom cloud.
Bum, 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 bum.
I could never live in Nashville, Tennessee, 'cause the songs they sing just ain't the kind for me. They're all hung up with despair on a broken love affair or a chronicle of infidelity. Every time I hear that syrupy refrain, it's oozing heartache, misery, and pain. And I can tell by every verse that things is getting worse. I could never live in Nashville, Tennessee.
Now them Nashville folks ain't built like me and you, 'cause they never ever find a love that's true. They're perpetually grieving 'cause someone dear is leaving, and maybe that's because they sing the way they do. So walk walk on by, keep moving on right by my door. 'Cause I'm wearing out the shoes that Charlie wore. And in spite of all of your scheming, the pillow that I dream on has been thrown on someone else's bedroom floor.
Nashville, Tennessee, then brother, better listen here to me. If country western music is your goal, you just better be prepared to bare your soul. For you should realize that each Tennessean dirge has got a show of masochistic urge. But every sob and tears is worth 50 grand a year in good old mournful Nashville, Tennessee.
When you're looking round the store and you see upon the floor some fine expensive furniture, the kind that you adore, they've got a line of credit that enables you to get it, and you needn't be without it anymore.
For you can buy now and pay later, dollar now will do it.
You can borrow that as well.
And if they should pursue you, let them go ahead and sue you, and even if they haul you into court,
by then you should have ruined what you bought. If you long to go out dining, if your appetite is pining for the lobster and the fillet, for the wine and caviar, there's an answer to your puzzle that'll let you sit and guzzle. Use your credit card no matter where you are. For you can eat now and pay later. Stuff yourself with goodies, but be sure you've got a pen. And several courses later, be sure to tip the waiter. And if legal action they should want to take, they can hardly repossess a T-bone steak.
If you want to spend some time at a tropic sort of climate, where the palm trees are a-waving and the skies are always blue, in the sunshine you'll be basking, it's yours for the asking. There's a jet out on the runway just for you.
For you can fly now and pay later. Get a round-trip ticket, it's the easiest by far.
For the airlines are just waiting, and they're most accommodating. And when you reach the place you'd like to stay,
simply throw the other ticket half away.
you should try to look around and buy a bit of ground where the bailiff can't get at you until the judgment day.
You've only got to ask it,
and they'll measure up your casket.
And there's
many months to pay, for you can die now and pay later. May sound kind of morbid, but it's very, very true. And if the finance company waits outside the pearly gates with a summons and a garnishee as well, just casually tell them, go to hell.